Okay, on my way to work. Now, I just want to say this. When people do certain things and they don't say the full truth and they just say certain things, because I'm an intuitive psychic, sometimes or whatever, in my mind, I think that it could just be, like I said, me tripping, but always trust my intuition. It's like sometimes I feel like people will contact certain people and tell, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I hope that people ain't doing that. I hope people ain't that insane to do stuff like that. But I just want to say this. Anybody who sits up there and tells me to apologize to my family works for the devil, and you're a secret enemy. And the reason why, and it's like I have to unsubscribe from you, and I can't iff with you no more. And I'm trying to like watch my language. But it's like people. One of the things about me is that, and the reason why I have no respect for my mom, like growing up, I used to always get in trouble a lot and cuss my mom out, no respect, and people can say whatever they want to say. Honor your mother and father, but remember, God says parents or whatever, do not cause your children to wrath. So I never been, because I've had neglectful parents, abusive parents, or whatever, it's like, I don't, and I'm an empath. Empaths, I don't go by the norm. If you treat me a certain type of way, I'm not like, oh yes, well you're my mother. Anyway, no, I have my own mind. You disrespect me and treat me in a way that I know I'm not supposed to be treated, or a way that God wouldn't approve. I'm not, what the hell do I look like? Okay, yes, anything you say, no, the respect is gone. So when people tell me, and remember, these people are, once you say something that I know it's against the grain, or something that's false, I don't F with you no more. It is what it is. Keep it pushing, just like I'm gonna do. But because I'm like on a whole nother thing now. So when, like I see, some guy just tried to talk to me or whatever. I just saw him sitting there, and I was like, "Ain't no cars coming." You know, like I said, when you get gang stock, you be real suspicious or whatever. So he was anyway, but. Like I said before, I'm not paranoid. I just don't trust people. I'm just being honest. And I don't know. I just really just kind of like read situations different, look at people different. I just don't. There's certain people I just, they spirit or whatever. I get a nudge and be like, God, be like, nah, don't talk to that person or whatever. I just don't trust people, especially in this area. So anyway, what was I finna say? Oh yeah, so like my mom. Whew. Ever since I was younger or whatever, I had a lot of outbursts because my dad was real abusive. I didn't really grow up with my dad. Just when I used to visit him, he didn't like my mom or whatever. And you know, I'm not even gonna get on here and say the reason what he said, but he was real. He didn't like my mom, and my mom didn't like my dad. So it's like when he looked at me, he saw her and treated me a certain type of way because of whatever she did or whatever they went through, and she treated me a certain type of way because I look like my dad, and you know, so whatever. But my mom, when I got molested and I came to my mom and told her, but she said she didn't believe me or whatever. She didn't have my back. It kind of, that teaches you you're not worthy of being protected. And especially that young, I feel like she should have took me in her arms and had my back. And when she didn't do that, it's like when I got older, I started being rebellious, and I didn't really want to. It's like when she tell me something, it's like subconsciously in the back of my mind, I didn't know why I was being so disrespectful. But it's like as I grew up and started studying stuff, I was like, oh, that's why. It's like I don't respect her at all. I'm just being honest. I could be around her a little bit, but I don't respect her. I feel like as a woman, as a mother, she should have came up to me and been like, you know, I'm sorry for blah, blah. It's like, it's too late now. I don't even want to hear. I don't want to be around her. But it's like she gets lost in those little relationships she get in and let men dictate her. And, you know, just push her daughter to, that's what I'm saying. He came in into, but that, it is what it is. My thing is, I have a problem with people telling me not people, but a person telling me to apologize to I don't owe her nothing. And now I see she don't have to give me nothing. It is what it is. Just leave it as it is. It's like I don't even look at my mom's Instagram page or her Facebook page. A while back, I posted a picture of her and then and put it on my Facebook page like, this is my mom. I was like, why the hell am I doing this? She ain't never supported me or whatever on my stuff. She turn her nose up, don't never say. I was like, what the hell? But empaths are like that. We're very kind-hearted. and like forgiveness. So it's like you have to train your mind to kind of be like if you, just like they be like if you. People don't support you, you don't support them. So, so it's kind of like I said before. I don't. When you hear certain things like people are jealous of you, and in my mind it's like I don't even automatically think that because I don't think like that. I don't see somebody online doing their thing or have a bunch of subscribers or not a whole bunch of subscribers and see that they're highly spiritual or whatever, or connected to God, and have a beautiful personality, smart. Don't do that and then be like, they think they too much. Unless they kind of over the top, like their reader or whatever. She likes to do like little silly stuff. Remember, a person that's connected to God doesn't play little silly childish games and be like the most high, the most high, the most high, and then try to go turn around and do a shot for no reason, and then you clap back. Oh, people are jealous of me. But that's why I said that little smart remark about Whoopi Goldberg. She always trying to do things about wigs and weaves in her on her channel, but she has long hair or whatever. And before that, it was like twisted, natural, or whatever, and I'm like I said before, yeah, I was trying to be ugly. She always talking about skin and this and this and that, just trying to be subliminal. But Whoopi Goldberg has smooth. She kind of looks like Whoopi to me, but Whoopi Goldberg has smooth skin and long hair. Even if she press it, it's gonna be long, but it's still Whoopi or whatever. It's what about it though? What's after that? Is Whoopi naturally attracted to you? If she's naturally attracted to you, then that's fine. Everybody has their own opinion about stuff. But that shouldn't even be spoken about in the reading. People get mad to me, oh, people wear makeup. It's like people only do that because they're jealous of you. If I want to wear makeup because I'm good at it and I went to school for it, that's my thing. That should not, certain things people just be reading out and be saying little silly stuff. And it's like when you see underneath the veil, you can see a deceptive spirit in people. I don't give a damn how much you let the Most High come out of your mouth. It's like, it just does something to you. Kind of like, as a high yoga, I kind of get turned off easily to people to the point where you've been through so much, you don't really want to engage with people. Now, at work, it's like you have to, and I'm nice and I have a pleasant attitude, no problem or whatever, but just one-on-one personal, any little thing, any little sign of somebody being deceptive or fake or silly, it's like I don't want that around me or whatever. I don't trust people, and I have been stabbed so much that it's just like, man, I don't take my anger out on the wrong people. It's just people do stuff in my spirit, and if I know something is off, then it's like I'm gonna say something about it. People all day, you go off on the wrong people. I did not go off on the wrong people. Anybody I went off on, it's a reason behind them. And certain readers or whatever that I used to share and write nice stuff above their comments. This way back, and I write something addressing something that they said about people that are coming at me, not at them. And I put it on my page, and then I look on their community board, and they'll say a real slick comment like, it's too early in the morning for drama, and do I drag a bitch or something like that. And it's like I as soon as I said that, I was like, well, maybe they mixed up what I said, and I erased the video, and I was like, well, I'm not talking about the reader, I'm talking about, so when people do stuff like that and then they can read your energy, it's like you just the money person. That's why I said it's a reader. She always says this person doesn't know her worth. I know my worth or whatever. We just say what it is, and people can say whatever they want to say, but they'll look at my page. So for you to even be able to say certain things, that means you're watching me and you're watching my channel. So if I respond, then it's just we're responding. So don't say nothing about don't watch or whatever because you're watching and you're responding. So we'll just say that. But it's like they'll just do certain things, and it's like what I know. This is not all of them. What I noticed, some of the ones I used to watch, will be like they'll say stuff about me because I'm a real earth angel and a prophet, and they'll say things, and then they'll switch it around and make it seem like they're talking about somebody else, like it's not me. Or I'll share them. They'll be nice or say, and I'll share them, and I'll be like, oh, they're a good reader, and then they'll try to throw a little slick shot or say something slick about me, and then try to make it seem like they're better. Like that's what the devil did. God gave him a high position or whatever. Not saying I'm giving people a position, but God gave him a high position, and then he wasn't satisfied with that. Even though he was the most beautiful angel, he decided to try to act like he was better than God. That's why I said look at the attributes of people. It's just people and they'll like to do it after I share them on my page. So that's why I said I kind of held back on certain people, but it's and not all of them. Like I said, not all of them, but a lot of them. It's just, but at the end of the day, it's like you just show your true character. Sometimes I correct stuff because it's like certain things they say just be so out of line, and you be like, you be wanting to, address it. And people who have had that happen to them, and they don't address it, then it's like that's on you. But more than likely, when it's a bunch of people doing it, you have to say something, because it's like people, and then to a certain extent, I don't really care what people think, but then it's just like I just have to say something. So it's just like I said, it's a lot. You deal with a lot to the point where it's so much stuff, and you know what your character is. And then after you find out, hey, it's not me, because I know my intent, I know I'm humble, and people constantly saying you're stuck up, you think you're, and I don't think I'm too much or whatever. I'm who God says that I am, and I know who I am, and I treat everybody with respect, and I'm a very humble person. People do that type of stuff because they're intimidated by you. They want you to be quiet and think, well, maybe I'm not an earth angel, and maybe I don't really have that much. Not, it's like when people do stuff as far as like doing magic over here, trying to make it look like I showed you on the pictures, it looks like they could comment from what I seen, but ain't nobody saying nothing on the outside. Look like they could come. It's like they want you to feel insecure. Nobody's listening. They probably doing something over the likes or whatever they're doing. But I just think, in my opinion, I just feel like I don't even understand how people can even be jealous of it. It's like I'm trying to give information, and then people can know. Sharing my story and sharing what I learned so other people can know and be knowledgeable. Just like I learned from other people. So, and I'm still learning it. So when people do stuff like that, it's just like I just look at them like they have a demonic spirit, and it just makes you not even want to deal with people anymore.